That's what's up. I love it. That was cool.
All right, y'all. This is Roberto from Team Blues Clues with my #1 sponsored player, Jerome Adams, who just came in 2nd place at the YCS, guys. I know everybody been waiting for this moment. We're going to get into the deck profile. He's going to let you guys know what led up to his decisions and why he played cards and his recent placings at the Kissimmee Regional leading up to the YCS. But without further ado, guys, here we go. We got Jerome Adams, 2nd place finish at YCS Charlotte 2022, first in-person event, the People's Champ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So pretty much what I just want to talk about, 2 weeks ago, I topped Kissimmee Regional. I got top 8 at that. I got the mat for that. So my mind thought was, with everything going on, I already know about like the Brave engine. I already know about like the Tingy, the Prank Kit. But I think my best matchup with everything I done been dealing with, from the floodgates, from the competitive scene, from everything. I think Eldlich is very competitive. I think Eldlich can deal with any type of decks this format going forward, because we dealing with when you doing floodgates, that's all. It's just another 2 Draco deck, pretty much. If anybody know me, I love 2 Draco. I love 2 Draco from the depth of my heart. But it's another 2 Draco deck. So I want to go ahead and just get into the profile. Let y'all know that, you know what I'm saying, I mean a lot. This YCS mean a lot to me. I just want to give a first and most shout out to everybody in Jacksonville before I even get into the deck profile. From Jacksonville, from Jeremy, from Bradley, from Steven, from my sponsor Roberto, everybody in Jacksonville, Joseph, Barber, Joel, everybody who came, even Ilya, everybody who came. I just want to give a huge shout out to them, even down to them. But I just want to go ahead and get into the deck profile, let y'all know what's the spice, what made me choose these cards, and everything else.
All right, y'all, without further ado, about to go into the deck profile. All right, guys, without further ado, Jerome Adams, let's get into the spice. Show them what you got.
All right, so we're going to start off with the monsters first. I was playing 3 Lord of Heavenly. This card is very broke. I wanted to see it every single game. Every single game. If I know I got this card in my hand, I automatically know I win, regardless. The next monster, I play 2 Golden Lord. 2 Golden Lord. I usually run 3 Golden Lord, but at this regional, I say I'm gonna run 2 of them to see. At this YCS, I say I'm gonna run 2 of them to see how the ratio is. I kind of like 2, and then I kind of don't like 2, because I be want to see Golden Lord in my hand at all the time, because I want to try to force a negate or force a back row. But with 2, it was okay, but it just seemed like a lot of people was playing Call by the Grave, and then I played a Shadow deck with Banish one of them, so it was kind of hard playing 2, but I would probably go back to 3. It all depends on how I'm feeling. I'm going to get into the Eldlich engine. I played 3 Aquedo, 3 Scarlet, 3 Con. Some people run 3 of these. I was running 3 at one time, and then I was like, I considered just going ahead and running 2 after I talked to a couple people, after I talked to Ness and stuff like that. So I was going to go ahead and run 2, but I usually run 3 of these.
How did it work at 2 for you?
The 2, it was okay. Sometimes I was missing it. Sometimes I really do be missing my Eldlich cards, because like these Eldlich cards, some people say, oh, if you run 2 of these, it doesn't matter. But 3, if you see 3 of your Eldlich cards, or if you see a Golden Lord in the Eldlich card, that really help your deck extend more, because you can force a lot of stuff. And then if I have 3 of these, and then plus a Curse of Ellen, then I know for a fact I can go get the counter trap to save my back row. So, you know.
Okay.
I play one counter track, Land of Forever, Golden Land. I play this because of the simple fact that some people say that, oh, well, you shouldn't play that. That card's stupid. But I think this card is very broke. You definitely need that counter. That's the only counter card. I mean, the only counter that can counter like any type. That's just another solvent to me. You know?
And you've always ran this card in the past, and it's normally different. It catches people off guard because people aren't used to Eldlich players playing it, and you've been playing it for a while. So I think this is, you're probably going to change it up a little bit. People are going to see that it's an important card. I mean, one doesn't hurt.
Yeah, one doesn't hurt. I wouldn't recommend two. I wouldn't recommend three, but one is definitely broke because you can search that. So I do recommend you run one of these. The card I love and the card I hate, I ran two. I'm mad. Oh my God. I'm just so mad I ran two of those cards. It just at the YCS, like, I'm just so mad I ran two of these. I wish I would have ran three because I recommend everybody. Some people might don't see it and say, oh, two is enough, but I want to see this card regardless. I'd rather see this card out of any of my other engines. Yeah.
When you got 6 at Kissimmee Regional, did you play 3 of them or were you playing 2?
I was playing 3 of these.
3?
Yes.
Did you? Correct me if I'm wrong. You didn't lose at Kissimmee. You only had a draw or 2 draws.
Yeah. So at Kissimmee, when I ran my deck at the Kissimmee, I didn't lost none at Kissimmee at all. I was like 7-2, I believe, or whatever the result was.
I think it was 9 rounds. Yeah, 7
so
wins,
I was
2
like
draws.
7-2 with 2 draws. So I didn't have any losses at Kissimmee.
And you still decided to take it out.
I still decided to take it out for some reason. I don't know why. That's the only thing.
Maybe playing that third one to get you second, huh?
Yeah. I definitely need to put this third one back up and down. Yeah. And then it's a lot of more cards I took out at the Kissimmee versus the YCS. I changed it up a little bit. So at Kissimmee, I played black. This time, I played white. This time, I played white.
So you just, some of these changes seem a little random.
So many changes because I wanted to switch it up because of the simple fact that I was debating, should I run like white, should I run like black, you know what I'm saying? But I think with white is good, but black, I'm going to have to at least try to go back and run black because I came up with this card plenty of times. I drew this card off for turn 1 and I couldn't use it because I didn't have no Golden Lord in my hand. So I'd rather run black, and I recommend you run black because of the simple fact you can just go ahead and just activate the card and then the Golden Land come on the field, and you have Eldlich cards on the field. Some people ask me whether I was running Part of Prosperity, but no, I ran 3 Part of F Scraps. Part of the Scraps good. That card is broke, to be honest. Part of Prosperity is okay too, but Part of F Scrap is like really good. I recommend you run this. I didn't want to run too many draw power, too many search engines, so that's why I just ran this.
I think extravagance is better too because I'd rather draw 2 than, because you really most of the time you're not digging for a certain card, you just want to have card advantage.
Correct.
And that's why I can understand you playing that over Prosperity, because Prosperity is really just trying to dig for the card you need. More or less, you just want more cards than your opponent at all the time.
Absolutely. Yeah. The most VIP card that came in today.
Oh my God. Y'all know I hate this card right here, y'all. I hate this card.
Anti-spell. I played 2 anti-spells. I run 2 anti-spells because of the simple fact that they banned Imperial Order. So to replace of Imperial Order, I'd rather go ahead and run 2 anti-spells. They have to set cards. Dealing with Brave Engine, and also Tingy Synchro. Everybody dealing with spells this format.
Yeah.
So that's anybody, even with Flunder.
So
what
about
spells?
So what about, did it ever hurt you going second at any point, or does it not matter because you play Golden Lord and you can just
Going second, it didn't hurt me because of the simple fact that I could just set all my floodgates, and then I could set this on a draw phase. I just go ahead and just flip anti-spell, and then either they be locked out of spells or they have to, you know what I'm saying, try to work around or try to negate it. Because most players, they were trying to negate it, but I either solemn them or I either skill drain them, and then it was still alive then. This YCS, I was just winning second place. It was just so depressing because at the beginning of the YCS, I was running 3 of these, but I took one out, and I know I should never took one out. I always want to see this card in my hand, so most likely I would definitely put another one back up in there. I run 2 Gozens.
Wow, that's the card I seen when you beat former YCS champion Rafael Naveen.
Oh yeah, shout out to him. He was a good duelist. I do respect that guy. He was sick in everything. He is a true champ because he was sick in everything, and he still got up on that stage and dueled me. You know, he didn't want to go up on the stage, but he really did got up on the stage and duel me because he was just too dehydrated and everything.
I heard they wouldn't let y'all get water or nothing like that.
Nah, at the YCS, they wouldn't let us eat. They wouldn't let us get no water. No, then we couldn't even bring waters in the venue. So I know, like, that dehydration level, he was about to fall out on stage, and I know he was ready to go. So whenever I see him again, I hope we have a very fair duel this time. You know, instead of just rushing it. But back to the deck profile. I will be adding another one of these goes a match because I know for a fact if I would have seen this at the final, I would have won it. I would have won that.
Prank kids ain't got no match against that.
Y'all
see that right? That card is the devil.
Yeah, I would have won that duel if I would have seen this. I know that for a fact. The most VIP, what I won all my duels with today, was Skill Drain.
Oh my God.
Konami brought that back at Skill Drain. I was playing Flunder, but when they brought this at Skill Drain, I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to go back to the OG. Y'all already know. I Skill Drain deals with True Draco.
Hey, y'all don't understand how close he was to playing Flunderies over this. I kind of talked to him. He talked to a few other people. Guys, this is the dueling book guy right here. So Jerome 904 on dueling book, man. So
now the Jerome 904 on dueling book. I did. Oh yeah. So I ran 3. There can only be 1. This card was pretty decent. This format, but it's not good because everybody not running the same type. This card only good against Sword Soul. That's it. Sword Soul and PK or Flunder.
How many did you play? A lot of Sword Soul players? Or no?
I played 1 Sword Soul, 1 Sword Soul Tingy, 1 Sword Soul Repair, and then 1 Sword Soul Tingy Synchro. And then at the top 8, I played a Flunder guy. So shout out to him too. This card really is really broke up against those type of decks. I ran 3 punishments. That card is really OP. I love this card. I'll be wanting to see this card all the time. I ran 3 Ice Dragon Prisons. Standard. 3 Strikes. That's standard. And then the same thing again. At the Kissimmee Regional, I ran 3 Torrentials, and then now I took it out. So I will be replacing that once again.
You back to 3.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get. That's all with the main deck. That's a 41 card main deck. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the extra deck.
All right.
And let y'all see the extra. I ran 3 Intis. I ran 2 Goose Ghost Max. I ran 2 of the big dogs. So when I played Glucose Max, I actually won a game with him because the guy was like kind of confused. He thought I was just gonna burn him for 2,000, but when I summoned him, then he was like, "Oh shit, I didn't even know y'all still play that card." So But you definitely have to play that card up in any per Eldlich. I play Zeus just in case, you know what I'm saying, if I'm my back against the wall and I attack, so I play that.
Okay. Situational.
2 plagues, so this card is very, very OP. That's why I'm about to boost back up my Eldlich engine for I can see him more. I played Nova. I played Nova just in case I run into Invoke, Shadal, anything at that YCS. I actually seen Shadal. I played against one Shadal player, and also I actually resolved this card. I run 1 Macabre, 1 Link Spider, 1 Nightmare, and then the most important card I run up on my deck is Omega. You'll see why I run this.
Okay.
That's it with the extra deck. I'm gonna go to the side. My side deck is very OP. I love this side.
It's broke, huh?
It's broke, yeah. I really love this side. So I ran 2 Droll, 2 Ash. You already know why I ran these. I ran these for Flunder. That's the only reason why I got these in there. I don't care about no other decks besides Flunder.
Flunder is aggravating, man.
That's the only reason I ran these up in there. I played one guy, the Flunder guy at the top 8. And then when he summoned, I just draw him, and he was like, Eldlich players play Flunder. I mean, Eldlich players play
They play what they need to win.
Anything to win to me. I played 2 Judgments, 2 Solemn Judgments. You need this for anything, just in case you get around evenly match or anything else. The very OP of my side deck is 3 Lava Golems.
Whew.
3 Lava Golems. I won every single duel at the regional, Kissimmee Regional, and the YCA. Every time I see this card, I win.
It's an auto win.
It's an auto win.
Get it off the board.
Every time I see this card, it's an auto win.
Oh my God, that looks like something else I see right now.
Yeah. And you wouldn't believe I'm playing his big brother.
Get it all off. Get the Griffin, get the DPE.
Yeah.
I want it all gone.
Yeah. Every time I see these 6 cards, I know for a fact.
You don't care what they doing with combo. Combo can take an hour. You don't care.
They be asking me, you got a response? Nah.
Bring it all out.
All you moves good. You hurry up and speed up or whatnot, you know. The next card I play is D-Bears. I play this because, and y'all not gonna believe this, but listen to me. Despia are gonna be top tier. They're gonna be a tier 1 deck.
Yeah.
You're gonna need this card. I'm telling you. Dealing with Despia, you're gonna need this card. This is an OP card. I only put this in because I thought I was gonna play Despia yesterday for the YCS, and I also thought I was gonna play Sorso. But going forward, I'm definitely gonna keep this up in my side because I know Despia, after this structure that come out, the deck definitely going to be OP.
And we seen Andrea Torres get top 8 with it, and it's to be pre-structured deck.
Exactly.
And we was hoping you ain't have to play him.
That's one of my bad matchups.
Shout out to whoever knocked him out.
Shout out to whoever beat Andreas. But that's my dude. But shout out to whoever beat him because I was praying and hoping I didn't have to play him. So my YCS experience from yesterday. It was pretty good. The only problem I had from the YCS was I got deck checked 4 times back to back.
Wow.
4 times back to back. Every time I beat somebody, the following game, somebody say, "Oh, it's a random deck check." But I'm looking around, I'm like, "How is a random deck check if you just deck checked me like 2 minutes ago?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was beating my opponents like so quick going forward. I was beating them so quick, less than 2 minutes. Then every time I turn around, I'm getting deck checked. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, dang, why they keep deck checking me? But nothing was wrong with the deck or nothing like that. But I
you feel like they was singling you out. You guys don't know, this dude right here is the most hated in Florida right here. Okay? So for him to turn into the people's champ is a blessing, man. Appreciate everybody, man.
I appreciate everybody who came out to support. I appreciate everybody who came out to play. We had a good time. I want to give a big shout out because if it wasn't for this guy, I wouldn't even went back to play this deck. So out of all the bad stuff we be playing around with, I definitely want to shout out to Yugioh. He the one at the 3v3. He the one told me to go back and play your original deck. Don't play these unnecessary decks, because I was just trying to test out decks and trying to figure out what deck I'm comfortable with and want to play. But he told me to go ahead and go back to your original deck and play the deck. And since that last 3v3, I've been winning ever since then. So big shout out to everybody from Jacksonville. Big shout out to my sponsor. Shout out to everybody. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
All right, y'all. That's Jerome Adams, and we'll keep you guys updated what he has planned in the near future. And will we see you at the next YCS that's coming up in the end of May?
Yeah, you definitely will see me there, and also you'll see me at the regional coming up too in Georgia, May 8th. So you'll definitely see me there. Hopefully I'll top that too.
All right, guys. That's it. Second place, Jerome Adams. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.